Mama na mwana tumbana tujali bisutele. Na mwana tumbana tujali bisutele. Mama na mwana tumbana.
I usually get up in the morning at 5 o'clock, 5 a.m. in the morning.
Mama na mwana peshanga ipata mina kwenda. Na mwana peshanga ipata mina kwenda. Mama, yo mama, 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 yo mama, mama.
Normally leave the house, okay, at 7:30. Okay, and my train is 8 o'clock. Yes, from Langa Station to Esplanade Station.
Na mwana kuya leo twende bayeke mama, 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 mama. Ayu.
Usually from my place to the station, it's about 15 minutes. I'm using the train because firstly, the train is much safer. And I'm taking a first class, which is called Metro Plus. It's not the same as third class. You have to pay more. It's actually double of what you're paying on third class. And the reason being is the train is not on traffic. The train just drives through. It's unlike the bus. The bus sits on traffic, and the train is much, much cheaper. Okay, this is a post-production, and we're doing TV ads, commercials. My daily routine here is I must actually be here at 8:30. Yes, and when I get here, I just want to make sure the rooms where all the clients are coming to do their jobs, they look nice. And then I just, after that, just make sure, like looking at the schedule, what are we doing today? We've got clients maybe in this room with who's editor and all of that. I have 2 bosses, and I've got a manager. Her name is Leanne, it makes them 3 bosses. Sune, and then Sarah. Yes, it's now 3 years. Yes, in this company. Well, I love my job. And since I'm a receptionist, sometimes there are people when they phone here, they're in a bad mood. Yes, but because the clients is always right, I don't like people that they taking, what can I say? Out on you. You know, that's what I dislike about people. Yeah. But everything else is fine, and I'm working with nice people. All my colleagues, they just brilliant. They just, good people.
My next question.
Well, I take break in the morning when I have my breakfast, my porridge, like maybe 15 minutes. And then lunchtime, because I don't have a reliever, but I just leave my phone with my manager, and then I just go sit in the kitchen, few minutes, eat, and then come back here. Oh. Well, I started working at a company called Video Lab, which it was like 16, 17 years ago. And after that, the company was bought by the company called Refinery. And then it changed the name to be Waterfront Studios. I used to work there. Firstly, I used to work as a cleaner. Yes, and I used to make tea for bosses and stuff like that. Then I did my way up, and I work at the film lab. Yes, trying to finish the job which they didn't finish. And then I started to work as a receptionist. They trained me to be a receptionist, and I was also doing client service, making sure the clients are happy, making breakfast and lunch for clients, which I used to do that in the morning. And then 1 o'clock I used to do receptionist. I worked for that company for 14 years. And then after that, the company went on liquidation. Yes, and then we lost our jobs. and I was at home for 3 months because all that happened in December 2011. Okay, if I'm at home on Saturday, I just get up and just, okay, in the morning do breakfast and then clean my house. And I've got one child. My child likes to go to play soccer, and then I'll go visit friends, family, or maybe I will go to town to do things, shopping and whatever. And then Sunday, I make sure that I go to church. Well, I usually finish work at 4:30, yes. And then same way back home, yes. No, I don't take work home with me, yes.
Mama na mwana tumba na tujali bisutele. Na mwana tumba na tujali bisutele. Mama na mwana tumba na tujali bisutele.
I'm an early riser, so I get up in the morning about 4 and I set everything up with my kids so that I don't have any problems with them asking for, like, where's the socks, where's that? So I plan my morning, get up 4, put in lunches, and then we leave around about 6:15, and I do the drop off of all my kids, and then I get here around about 8 o'clock. If that's a good day, and if it's raining or there's an accident on the N1, then you get here about 8:30. I travel with my car because I have to do the drop off, and that's the only way I get to work here. We're a 3D company, 3D software company that we run, but then we also run this building. So this is a co-working space. So what we do is we manage this building. So I've got not only staff members on Fern Space, which is a software company, but I've also got about 60 tenants that we have to deal with on a daily basis. So yeah, life is very interesting here. Okay. One guy that we've worked for like I said, 20 years, but yeah, only him. No, I've only got one boss. All the apartheid system, colored women were destined to work in a factory, and that's where you started at. And somebody just, sees your potential, and then you get promoted, and that's the way I started. So started in at the factory, and then got promoted, started working in an office environment, and yeah, and so no papers, but 20 years of experience. Daily routine is we have to deal with the tenants, whatever queries the tenants have. I've got 2 philosophies in this business. Okay, first philosophy is what we call the 3 C's. So we always stay calm when we have any situations. Then the other one is proper planning prevents poor performance. So as much as your day becomes hectic, you have to plan your day, and whatever happens for the day, you've got time to deal with it because you've planned. And also you must remember one thing that people don't get, or secretaries or office managers, is your mood determines the vibe in the office. So if you come, think of your own business that you run, you come in and you look at this guy, what's the boss looking like today, what's his mood? So in your role as an office manager, secretary, whatever you do, you determine other people's moods. So if you're miserable, you'll see everybody's on eggshells walking around. So, I love accounting because that's what I basically do. So I love figures, I love to sit and work at figures, and I've always got my pencil behind my ear so that I can never miss a pencil, so always at the back of my ear. So I love accounting. There is Secretary Networks, but I'm not affiliated to anybody, so I don't stay absent. I'm always here because, I don't know, it's just in my nature. So, okay, now and then I've got a bad habit of smoking, so my breaks is I'll go take a smoke break. Okay. That's the only time that I take a break. Now I think after, like I said, after 20 years there's a relationship and there's understanding. So I know what he wants and I'll get it. You preempt what's going to come to you, so you plan it, and then you don't look like an idiot. But yeah, we work together, so he's very good at that. When I'm not working, I spend most of my time with my kids, and like I said, my life revolves around dropping this one, picking this one up, and taking this one here, and my little grandson, you know, just because his mother works, and then I look after him, and it's a joy you can't explain, so I enjoy that. My message to you is be the bitch, the best individual the company hired. Always remember that you impact on other people's lives. So watch your tongue and watch your body language, because a lot of times our body language can, you know, it just says a lot more than what we're actually saying. And if you get to my age, like 50, it's like if you don't like me, then there's nothing I can do about it. But yeah, try to speak to people the way you want somebody to speak to you. I usually leave here at 4. I leave here at 4 and then back the same route, go fetch my kids and my grandson, and then I'm at home. And then the cooking starts.
Usually I get up at about 5 or 5:15 in the morning. I like to have a leisurely breakfast and read the newspaper. I leave the house at 8. I drive to work. In the morning it takes me about 15-20 minutes to get here. Sometimes in the afternoon, if the traffic is busy, it can take me an hour to get back. I used to be an estate agent for many years, and what happens to estate agents when they get old and decrepit? They become assistants for other estate agents, and it's not so easy, because if you've been an estate agent, you're very fussy about who you're going to work for. And I've been lucky. I work for agents who are highly professional and totally ethical and businesslike. So, not really. Occasionally, if something comes up, because I have all the information that I have on this computer on my home desktop, so I can answer emails, but I don't spend a lot of time working from home. I have 2. I have Doris, who's originally from Germany, and Michael, who is from Switzerland. I've been working as a PA here for about 2.5 years. When I was very young, I did a very good secretarial course in Australia, and I've been computer literate for a long time. And because I've been an agent, I know what is important. And the important thing is for me to do the administrative work, and for them to be able to get out and meet clients or talk to clients to free them up. The first thing usually is to go through the emails, or if there's something urgent, to attend to that first. You know, I have Fridays I have to set up the show house packs for whoever is going to do a show house on Sunday, and I use a tick sheet, a checklist, so that I don't forget anything, because as you get older you forget.
Even if you are young.
You have to overcome that. I don't like sitting on show, but sometimes I have to. I like the involvement with people, because I get to speak to people quite often on the telephone or by email. I'm an analytical sort of person, so, you know, I like the I's dotted and the T's crossed. And I enjoy the job as a whole. I think we're very lucky in this office. We have a very nice atmosphere. People are nice, and people are all friends. And we have a mixture. We have Jews, we have Christians, we have Muslims, and we all get on together. And that's really nice. Agents and admin staff. Officially, I have an hour for lunch, but I usually don't take it. If I'm in dire need of a cigarette, then I have a cigarette and I go outside, generally with Doris or with one of the other people here. I don't know about secretarial networks. I think there are. I think I've heard of them, but I'm not involved in any way with anything like that. What do I do when I'm not at work? Well, I'm either editing my friend's thesis. You know, I get up early in the morning, I go to work, I come back, I generally do a couple of hours of editing, and then it's time for supper and bed. Weekends, I go to synagogue either on a Friday night or a Saturday morning, and then I do my shopping, and Sunday I take it easy. I do the body and face maintenance that older people have to spend a lot longer on a Sunday morning, and take it easy on Sunday afternoon. We finish at 5, except on Fridays when we finish work at 4 o'clock. And driving home, you never know. Sometimes it can take 20 minutes, and sometimes I've been stuck there for an hour and a half to get home if the traffic is bad.